I just got my offer accepted. Yes, I'm so excited. Yay! About to get the house of my dream, but what do I do now? My loan officer never really spoke about what happens after we get an accepted offer. Whoa, guys, don't worry, Hustle Tribe. You know your boy, the real Mr. Marcelle, aka your favorite loan officer. I got you. So, just bear with me. Let me come down. I don't know.
Calm down.
I'm just gonna tell you what we're gonna do. All right. Follow me into the office, guys. You know the vibes. So you just got an accepted offer, but I don't know why in our profession we actually don't explain what happens after. So I'm breaking that curse today. We're gonna talk about what happens after. The first thing you do after you celebrate, because right now in today's market it's so hard just to even get an accepted offer. So celebrate. Pat yourself on the back, pat your realtor definitely, because they've probably been putting a lot of offers in. But after that, you're going to hire a home inspector. And if you hire a good one, they're going to give you pretty much a book report on what's going on with the house. They're going to tell you from A to Z what year it was built. These are the possible issues. These are things that must get fixed now. This is what's fine with the house. This is why I like the house. They're going to give you everything. You want a home inspector to find errors on the house, find things that could be a future problem, because you want to know this before you buy the house. A lot of times, this is where your deal's going to die, because if the home inspector says, hey, they told you it was gas, but it's actually an oil tank, to fix the oil tank or to change it, whatever, it's going to cost about $4,000 or $5,000. This is where you'll either negotiate with the seller, like, hey, this is what's going on. Or you might be like, you know what, fine, it's whatever, I don't mind paying for it. So this is very important. You want them to look at foundation especially, and also pests and stuff like that. I did another video about home inspectors. Go watch that one. All right, 2, your attorney gets the contract. After you accept the offer, you're fine with the home inspection. This is where you pick your attorney, whoever's going to be your attorney. The realtor's going to give it to their realtor, and then the seller's attorney draws up the contract. Your attorney reviews the contract. They always make changes in it. It always happens. I've never seen a contract that an attorney goes, oh, yeah, it looks good. No, your attorney's going to scratch things, change this, change this, change this. And that's what you want. Because remember, if you're buying, the attorney's protecting you. He wants to protect your money, your down payment, and make sure that you're able to close the contract. And the contract is giving you enough time, because a lot of these sellers will have unrealistic time periods on when they want you to close. So your attorney gets the contract. He makes sure everything's good. Then he's going to call you into his office. If he's a good attorney, he's going to review the contract with you. He's going to tell you, okay, this is how much you're putting down. Or if you're going FHA, probably 3.5%. If you're going conventional, you might be doing 5 or 10. He might be like, hey, you don't have to put all that down now. You can put 10,000 down, 15,000, whatever you guys agree with. As long as the seller's fine with it, it's good to go. So you put down the money on the contract, you sign, the seller signs after, and then you have what's called a fully executed contract. And this is when you're in contract, or when you see people post under contract, this is when, after both parties sign. Before that, you guys just have accepted offer. It's a big difference. All right. So after you get the fully executed contract, normally the attorney, your seller's attorney, the buyer's attorney will contact the mortgage broker, or they'll ask you, hey, which loan officer are you using? Or which bank are you using? You'll give them their email, whatever, and the attorney will either call them or just email them, hey, I have the fully executed contract. Here you go. And he'll email it directly over. You don't have to do anything. But if you're a good loan officer, this is for my loan officers watching this video, what you want to do is you want to reach out to the attorney beforehand, introduce yourself so they know who you are. Give them your email and say, hey, whenever you get the contract, you can just email it to me. You want to be proactive instead of just waiting. That's what I tend to do. I reach out to both realtors, even though I know the buyer's realtor 9 times out of 10. I reach out to the seller's realtor, and I reach out to all attorneys involved to make sure everyone has my information and my number in case they have any questions. I'm an open book, because the more you communicate with the other side, you help the deal go through. You help make sure there's no issues, because at the end of the day, we don't get paid until closing. So you want to make sure you're able to help all parties involved, make sure everything's nice and smooth, a nice transaction, and your word means a lot. So if you're able to help this attorney, the attorney next time be like, Malcolm, oh yeah, he's good. Leave him on the deal, instead of trying to push your seller or buyer to go with another loan officer. All right. Number 4, after the fully executed contract goes out, this is when your loan officer sends you an LE. LE is a loan estimate, so it's going to be an estimate of all the payments, how much he thinks closing costs is going to be, how much he thinks the title bill is going to be. This is always inflated. I'm blowing up a balloon right now because that's what it is. It's an inflated, guys. Do not worry. Hustle Tribe, if you're watching this, especially if you're my client, you know a lot of these LEs are way overpriced. We inflate the title bill because we don't have a lot of information. We don't know how much the title bill is going to be. We don't even order the title bill. Your attorney orders the title bill. So a lot of these numbers are overly inflated. So if you can get over that, just sign it, keep moving. I promise you, your LE will go down. A lot of fees are just overly inflated. I don't know why it's done like that. Well, I do know why. It's because we don't have all the information yet. So we're trying to give you an idea without worrying you, but we intend on worrying the clients a lot. Yeah, maybe we should just not give out LEs. I don't know. But clients like it. They call me, they complain, Malcolm, my LE, I don't have enough for closing. I'm like, I know. I can't believe it's always inflated. It is what it is. This is what it is. So at least you have an update now. So don't kill your loan officer. I promise you, everyone does it. After you get the LE, right, we're going to ask you for new docs, because this is after we send, once we get this, that means it's with a bank, we sent it out, whatever, we're going to need new docs. Do not get tired. Do not get tired. Do not get mad at your loan officer. We're going to ask for docs a lot. Banks, for some reason, they have a document, and next week they want the same document again. Don't get mad at your loan officer or your processor. Trust me, they're just doing their job. I get tired of asking for the same docs too. I scream at the bank like, hey, underwriting, you have the documents already. They still want it. I'm just trying to make sure the loan closes. So they're going to ask you for income, assets, credit. Income, they want to see a paycheck. They're going to follow up the day before closing to make sure you still have a job. That's what it is. Corona, thank Corona. Assets, they're going to want to see your bank statements. They're going to want to make sure that nothing's changed. You still have money in your account. They're going to want to make sure the check that you wrote down for the down payment came out from your account and it cleared. They're going to want to see this in one bank account. That's why it's easier to have everything under one account. And they're also going to want to make sure your credit has not dropped. You haven't opened any new credit cards, took out any car leases, loans, stuff like that. You didn't even sign for solar. Do not do it. Do not do anything with your credit. Big X. Anything with credit until you close, until you sign those documents that the loan is closed. It's not your house. Do not do anything with your credit. I don't want you to run it. I don't want you to look at it. I don't want you to even think about it. Just leave it alone, all right? Now, after the docs are coming, that's when your loan officer is going to call you and say, hey, I need a credit card because we have to order your appraisal. The appraisal can vary on how big of the house that you're going to buy. Single families are usually around 500, 550, something like that. Could depend on what bank you go to. Certain banks, the appraisals are a little bit more. Could depend if you're buying a 2, 3, 4 family unit. So it all depends, but normally it's about 500, 550, something around there. Now, once your appraisal gets ordered, you pay for that. It comes directly from you. So once this gets paid, you have a right to receive a copy. They're going to send you a document that says, hey, how would you like to receive a copy in 3 days, 3 days after, something like that. But you do have a right to see the appraisal that is going to give you the value of the house. This is also where they will have any issues if they say, like, if you do FHA, FHA likes to make sure the paint isn't cracked. They like to make sure that the handrails have guard, the stairs going down or up the stairs have a guardrail or something that you can actually hold on to. So this is where the appraiser is going to go through all the issues that he found. And if he does have any, he's going to make sure that it gets fixed before he signs off on it, saying that the appraisal is fine. The house is in moving condition and it's good. FHA tends to be a little stricter than conventional. This is what it is. This is another reason why a lot of sellers are a little afraid of FHA, but they should not be afraid of it. I'm telling you, FHA is still closing loans and a lot of people are still using it because they don't have to put down 20%. Even with conventional, you don't have to, but it's just still getting done. So do not worry. If you're a seller out there and you're watching this video, do not be afraid of taking an FHA buyer. All right. I promise you they're still closing. And I think they might actually be doing more than conventional, but don't quote me on that. All right. So after the appraisal comes back, everything's good. We normally get the commitment letter around this time. So the commitment letter is going to say, yes, the bank likes the file. We want to get from the mortgage. We just need more documents. I'm telling you, The bank makes me want to pull my hair out sometimes. They always ask for more documents. It's normal, so do not worry if you're a buyer or seller. You're going to get, we need more documents. It is what it is. The bank just asks for it. All right? So once the commitment letter comes back, of course, more docs again. And then we'll probably go back with underwriting, blah, blah, blah. More docs. They want this. This is when they're going to ask for homeowners insurance. If you need a good one, I know someone who does New Jersey. What else do you do? Atlanta and New York and Pennsylvania. Giselle does it all. And Connecticut. You do Pennsylvania? Oh, and she's going to do Pennsylvania too. So pretty much those 5 different states she does. She gives you free quotes. And if you mention the YouTube video, she'll even take off $200 off her broker fee. You guys, I'm Hustle Trial. I told you I'm all about helping you guys make money and save money. She's going to get you a better price and give you a discount. You can't beat that. So just make sure you could DM me, or you can just put it in the comment section. She's always checking out my YouTube, making sure everything is good. So we'll help you out with that insurance. But yes, this is when you're going to have to get your insurance, more documents, and then if we're lucky, not if we're lucky, if you have a great loan officer like me, ding, 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 we'll get the clear to close. CTC, this is every loan officer's favorite email. We have the clear to close. You are allowed to clear to close, whatever it is, something like that. Underwriting sends it to us, and it's like, whoa, woohoo! Because finally, after all the work, all the hours we spend on the file, we're gonna go and we get to call you, and you're like, oh my God, I can't believe it. You went from cursing me out, hating me, to like, Malcolm, I love you. When do you want to come over for some food? We went through this. It's always an emotional feeling to finally be closed. You're probably gonna curse your loan officer out. Trust me, they're fine with it. We're used to it now. But just for having that faith and trusting us that we will get you to the promised land of being a homeowner, it means a lot. So if your loan officer didn't tell you, I'm telling you, thank you for trusting us. Thank you for being amazing. I hope this video helps. Accepted offer. Now, a lot of people don't know what happens now. So now you do. These are all the steps. If I missed anything, put it in the comment section. It's the real Mr. Marcelle, aka your favorite loan officer. Like, subscribe, and watch some more of my videos. Thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, like, comment, subscribe. If you're interested in learning more about real estate or mortgages, check out the other videos on my channel.